All right.
All right, things that didn't get better that much. Cavalier.
So I like Cavalier a lot as a class,
All right,
as
Geo
half
use
of
it
a
with a
class,
spear.
as half of a class. I say.
Spear classes suck.
Whenever this topic comes up, I'm like, but Cavalier though. It's like, do you use a main hand spear as Cavalier? But it's a spear
No.
class.
Yeah, you're not answering the. You're not actually using it for a spear though.
Yeah.
All
So
right, numbers.
multi attack,
DA is 20%. TA is 10%.
not bad. Passively,
Attack 4,200.
good.
Defense 10%. That's a pretty good number.
That's a pretty good number. Um, so the problem with Spear Cavalier was that it wasn't really consistent. Like you couldn't guarantee things happening, which is what you want in a defensive class. Like Lumberjack, you can guarantee a certain amount of healing. You can guarantee a certain amount of defense. Stuff like that.
High command goes off. It's a 12 turn cooldown and immediately goes off with a spear class.
Yeah. Spear Commander. One turn cut to Horseman's Duty when you're targeted. The part where it only requires targeted, that matters. Because if you didn't get hit for things that actually require taking damage, then don't go off. When it's a reactive thing like the Lumberjack heal, that doesn't matter. If you didn't get hit, you didn't take damage, you didn't need healing. Spear Commander requires you to get attacked, like Spear Cavalier. Anyway, Horseman's Duty as a Spear Cavalier also isn't necessarily that good of a skill.
Nope.
Like, Horseman's
Uh,
Duty as a Gun Cavalier, though, very good.
Way better.
Way better. Team Chaser with a shorter cooldown? Hell yeah. Like, that's one of the reasons people use
Well,
Warlock in the first place.
they both had Team Chaser.
That's fair. But because you also have the ability to become unchallenged as a Gun Cavalier, then it's going to be a lot easier to just shorten this cooldown. But yeah, like Spear, you get hostility, you get armored.
I
Eh,
like how there's question mark on armor chance. By the way,
yeah.
it's not even
Um,
100. Why is it not even 100?
yeah. And then you get debuff resist up at level 30, and then
Eh,
the unchallenged goes from one hit to two hits though
way
for
better.
gun. Way better.
Man, they made
Way better.
the better half better, and the worst class, the worst half, not even that exponentially better.
Yeah. So anyway, Gun Cavalier. I'm just gonna keep saying Gun Cavalier until we have Paladin and find out what Paladin does to improve on this
Paladin, you
design.
summon a horse.
I mean, that's part of Dungeons and Dragons Summon Mount. That's what Paladins did. It's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
Away from Cavalier, what's next?
a way better class, monk.
Monk is another of those classes, just like Luchador, that didn't need help. This class is amazingly good on its own already. So what did it get?
3,500 attack, 10% skill damage cap because it needs skill damage cap, right?
I mean, this is the
And
main thing that you
20%
notice.
debuff resist.
20% debuff resistance. 20% isn't necessarily a big number, but it adds up, especially since the first support skill is defense up and debuff resistance up based on how much martial prowess you have. And the thing about Monk as a full auto class is that the main reason they would bring Monk to things is for the end of turn damage. It doesn't matter. It doesn't rely on um, meter gain. It doesn't rely on multi attack. You just do damage after a certain amount of time. You just start doing an extra like 3 million after your turn, reliably, no matter what. However, the thing about Monk is that as the fight would grind on, it has no self sustain. So unlike the lumberjack full autos, it has a time limit on it because eventually it'll just die. And it'll also, as it starts dying, loses martial prowess, which means you're not getting that nuke every turn anymore. And so this doesn't necessarily fix that problem with it, but it extends your effectiveness.
You have a higher life, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. You have a longer runway.
So what do we get to skill level 30? No, not skill level 30. Mastery level 30.
You get an extra martial prowess from hitting ascetic stance.
Oh, so it's 3 instead of 2.
Yeah.
because you get two from the button itself, and then you get another one for being a red button.
Hmm. And so that's 30% chance to activate Mantra just from this thing. The dodge tank
Fast ramp
encounter,
up, really nice.
yeah, but it's like what they did with Seox's Transcendence, where it's just like we don't need him to get higher numbers. It's just as long as he ramps up faster, people will be happy. And this is the thing about Monk; it ramps up faster now. Ramps up
The win
faster,
more.
has a longer runway before it loses effectiveness. That's all it needed. It didn't need anything really anything other than that, and it didn't get anything other than that. What's up next?
All right. Speaking of things that didn't really need anything, Robin Hood.
So Robin Hood actually got more than people were expecting to get compared to all of these other things because I don't know reasons.
This mastery level distribution makes me laugh.
All right, let me find a Robin Hood team. It's around here somewhere. It's in my wins
I'm just gonna
somewhere.
throw out a
There it
bunch of
is.
numbers.
All
So
right,
20% damage, skill
skill
damage,
damage. Yep, sure, that's perfectly fine.
10% skill damage cap,
Mhm.
because why not?
Mhm.
6% DA,
And how much TA?
6% TA,
Huh. Weird. Well,
four percent debuff sec.
it just does a little bit of everything. Because the thing is that the triple attack, double attack is something that it grants itself
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what do
on
you even
red
need this
skill.
for in the first
Yeah.
place? And the debuff suck is you only get it at level 29. By the way,
You only get it once,
yes, it's only at level 29 if you look at it.
and it's 4%. I mean, to be fair though, you will accept everything that you can get with debuff success on this class. But
Well,
yeah,
yes, but why would you need the DATA?
I have no idea. So then there's Bandit Arrow. Bandit Arrow is another of those things where it's like this has nothing to do with being a Robin Hood.
Yeah, you're dodging class Robin Hood, right? Yeah.
Like, how do you dodge as a Robin Hood? It's
Well,
not.
you have this character named Christmas Anturia, and
Oh, jeez.
so Christmas Anturia is pretty good
Like
for
this.
this.
This is one of those things that requires other classes or the Sherwood bow. To be fair, yeah, the Sherwood bow it dispels on CA, but it also has like a dodge effect in there somewhere. Yeah, when you use opening shot, then you get dodge all. So it only guaranteed works with the class champion weapon.
Oh wait, no, yeah, Honest Outlaw actually does have dodge rate up per debuff. I've never seen it ever dodge.
All right, let's go to
Anturia
skill.
though,
Let's go to skill. Let's go to opening shot. So opening shot was already. It was one of those things that you pressed because it summoned the fox. It gave you the one random debuff. The one random debuff was okay. You could never rely on it to do anything useful though, since so many things are immune to petrify, immune to paralyze in the fights that you bring Robin Hood to. But debuff resistance lowered, big thumbs up. And two chances to roll it when you hit this button, big thumbs up.
hey, where's
And
the debuff resistance lowered?
it's at level 30. It
Is
adds
it?
debuff resistances lowered at level 30.
Oh, as one the button as one of the debuffs
Well, that's one of the
that can do
random
that.
debuffs.
Okay, that makes more
It
sense
gets
now.
added to the list. You're going to give a big thumbs up when it does land, just like when you give the big thumbs up when the double attack and the triple attack and the blind land. The charm, you almost never notice it.
Look,
The
if
pet.
they're charmed, I can't dodge.
If they're blinded, it counts as dodging if they miss you.
I thought it has to be specifically dodge.
They changed that a while ago
Ah.
to make dodge characters better. Like that was a part of the Antheria buff, the Fire Antheria buff.
No, I thought that one was that it rolls the dodge before it rolls the blind.
Mm-mm. I'll have to look at that up again then. But I have been thinking about it that way for multiple years. So if
Eh,
I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see.
I'm probably wrong to be
Okay.
honest, but Granblue Science.
So let's keep on moving. Next after Robin Hood.
Uh, can I just keep saying classes that don't need it? Relic Buster.
So Relic Buster once again didn't need it, and once again it didn't get like super big buffs compared to all these other classes, which is fine. Good. It doesn't need it. They know.
All right, numbers 2100 attack. That's pretty big. 2000 HP. That's also pretty big.
they actually do need all the HP because after those initial augments are gone, oh boy, you die fast.
20% DA and 10% TA. That matters more for the gun, really,
It does
and
matter for
also when
gun.
you have no augments, obviously.
Hmm. So welcome stuff. It's all free stats. New support. When you take big damage, then you get to cast skill 1 again automatically. Um,
Doesn't Zoe have that as
she
an
does.
EMP skill?
She
Yeah.
does. It never goes off. Like if it goes off, you're just like, oh. Well, for Zoe specifically, it's like a 2,000, 3,000 shield or something.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
For this one, it actually matters a lot if it does go off. And the thing is that the nature of this class is that in V2, your MC, if your MC is a Relic Buster, sees that big glowing red square a lot, and it's just like,
Because you're being targeted more.
yeah, yeah. And then sometimes when if you're, let's just say you're up against like an AOER or a Willness that does like lots of little hits that eat off all of your augments,
It feels
some
bad.
sometimes you just take 30,000 damage. Sometimes you take 50,000. Having the ability to go right back into having 5 augments is very important.
Yeah.
Like this isn't going to happen all the time, but when it does happen, you're just like, oh yeah, that saved my life. And then the update to enhance augments, they didn't change the skill at the first 2 parts. It now just has a if you're below 50%, it also gives you jammed.
So you get something regardless.
Yeah, it's nice. It doesn't change the skill very much. It just gives you an extra bit of attack instead of the strength it gave you at 50 or above.
And if I get dealt once, well, I get my immunity back.
Yeah. Um, it gives you something to do. It gives the skill something to do when it auto activates when you just took 30 or 40,000 damage. So yeah, it didn't need much. It got enough.